In Manica province, central Mozambique, poverty, hunger, and disease are widespread. The region is crossed by the Beira Corridor, a major transport route linking inland southern Africa to the coast. A steady flow of truckers frequenting sex workers is accelerating the spread of HIV/AIDS, and infection rates are soaring. As the disease claims more lives, growing numbers of children are left orphaned and vulnerable. Forced to fend for themselves, they risk malnutrition, disease, abuse, and sexual exploitation. Across the country, 222,000 people under the age of 19 are living with HIV/AIDS. Many more are suffering the consequences of the disease in their families and communities. And 325,000 children have already lost one or both parents to AIDS. In response to the orphan crisis, the Food and Agriculture Organization and the World Food Program have set up an innovative schooling system known as the Junior Farmer Field and Life Schools. The philosophy is simple. Orphan children need a healthy diet, an education, and the means and confidence to make a living, if they are to have the chance of a better and safer future. Every school trains 30 orphan children between the ages of 12 and 17 in all aspects of farming, from land preparation to harvesting. Normally, they would have learned how to work the land with their parents, but AIDS is disrupting that tradition. Extension workers and school teachers provide guidance with practical field lessons. They encourage the children to learn by experimenting and observing the effects of both traditional and new techniques on crops grown in small demonstration plots.
We try to combine new technologies with the traditional knowledge of the community and of the children, without disrupting what already exists within the community. So we try and find a harmonious way to introduce innovative and effective elements and try to improve the basic knowledge they already have.
Some of the best students from last year have come back as facilitators. 16-year-old Mazwane Benjamin is enthusiastic about helping the new students because he has seen the difference the new farming techniques can make.
Before, we grew crops but with poor results. What we got from a hectare definitely wasn't going to fill up a warehouse. But this knowledge is going to help me. Now that we plant in rows, a small patch of land can give us a lot of food. So this knowledge is really going to help me in the future.
Once they master the new techniques, the children have something to offer to their community and acquire a new status. When food is scarce, a little farming knowledge can make a real difference.
Our mothers in the old days didn't plant in rows, but now we have learned how to do it here, and we do it at home too. That's why we like it, and because we are getting results.
So now we're teaching other people too.
The children are encouraged to use what limited resources they have to resist disease. Courses in nutrition and medicinal plants will help them stay as healthy as possible.
The kids are not only learning better farming, they are learning also it's Junior Farmer Field and Life School, what they have to do in their life. Diseases, how to cope up, better nutrition, what is good food for HIV positive person. So they all have this knowledge and they transmit the knowledge at home.
Nobody can learn on an empty stomach. So nutritious, energy-giving meals provided by the World Food Program are a vital element of the Junior Farmer Field and Life Schools. After field lessons, volunteers from the community dish out rice, beans, and fish to everybody. At harvest time, vegetables grown by the children on the school plots provide extra vitamins, as well as a sense of achievement as the children begin to feed themselves. WFP's school feeding program aims to improve the health and education of all the school children in the region. Here in Namatanda, volunteers start cooking at 4 in the morning to make lunch for almost 1,000 children who attend the local primary and secondary schools, as well as the Junior Farmer Field and Life School.
The attendance rate now for these orphans is big. We have integrated the take-home rations for the orphans, for their families. So now they don't keep the kids at home to do other activities of their farming or pastoring or fishing. They come to school, they are learning with Junior Farmer Field, they are continuing with their studies.
But nutritious meals can't solve everything. The trauma of seeing their parents die, often desperate living conditions, and the sense of being a burden on their community can leave these children frightened and withdrawn. And perhaps the most innovative aspect of the Junior Farmer Field and Life Schools is the way children are encouraged to develop as people. A school timetable including lessons in singing, dancing, and agriculture might seem an unusual combination, but it is effective. It allows the children to grow in confidence and helps keep local cultural traditions alive.
Normally in Mozambique, they say that dance is part of the exuberance of us Mozambicans. So with dance, it is easier to involve children in the process of learning about agriculture because they concentrate better. So a cultural basis is integrated with agriculture. There is an integration between culture and agriculture.
This play about a wealthy landowner's exploitation of child laborers is one of the children's favorites, mainly due to the natural talent for comedy of some of the actors. It may be entertaining, but all the children are well aware that the risks of exploitation are deadly serious. Weekly theater sessions and discussion groups help the children tackle difficult but potentially life-saving issues like HIV/AIDS prevention and gender equality under the careful guidance of teachers. An understanding of the links between community and field, and relationships between the social and economic spheres and the gender system, empowers girls and boys as they learn to address power relations in a different way.
I'm behaving myself, but the others, it's difficult. It is not always easy to behave yourself. Some say that AIDS doesn't exist, but others say that it does. But I'm being careful because I know about it. I know that it's a dangerous disease, it kills, and there is no cure.
As AIDS continues to spread, the devastating consequences for the next generation cannot be ignored. The Junior Farmer Field and Life School project began with 4 pilot schools in 2003. But has expanded fast with remarkable results. There are now 28 in Mozambique and more in Kenya, Namibia, Swaziland, Zambia, and Zimbabwe.
Nós não vamos resolver os problemas todos, mas procuramos dar uma componente que é base, mas para criar uma nova...
We can't solve all the problems, but we try to provide the basics to help the kids develop a new mentality towards agriculture. In the future, they will have a vocation of their own. And when they begin taking care of themselves, they take the burden off their relatives. But gradually, they also begin to contribute to improving the quality of life, not just for themselves, but for the whole community.
Não só dela, mas da própria comunidade.
So for these children, Junior Farmer Field and Life School is just the beginning. Many ex-students hope to form farming associations. Others plan to continue their studies and come back in a few years' time to teach the next generation of students.
I would like to do a cultural course or be an agricultural expert, but as part of our project here, I would like to become one of these, either a professor or an instructor.
I'd like to teach agriculture too.
Knowledge, skills, gender-equal attitudes, and the confidence to make a living are vital if the next generation is to escape the vicious cycle of poverty and HIV/AIDS infection. The Junior Farmer Field and Life Schools are transforming the lives of at least some of the millions of orphan children in sub-Saharan Africa, empowering them with the agricultural knowledge and confidence they need for a safer, healthier, and happier future.
Segunda uma menina quis passear, não podia passear, porque tinha que lavrar. Assim lavrava, assim, assim, assim lavrava, assim, assim, assim lavrava, assim, assim. Eu a vi lavrar assim, quarta antes de almoçar. Uma menina quis passear, não podia passear, porque tinha que regar. Assim regava, assim, assim, assim regava, assim, assim, assim regava, assim, assim. Eu a vi regar assim, sexta antes de almoçar. Uma menina quis passear, não podia passear, porque tinha que sachar. Assim sachava, assim, assim, assim sachava, assim, assim, assim sachava, assim, assim. Eu a vi sachar assim, domingo antes de almoçar. Uma menina quis passear, não podia passear e também brincar assim. Assim brincava assim, assim brincava assim, assim brincava assim, assim. E eu a vi brincar assim.